During my time down at the working at the Maudsley, I remember attending a workshop held by a psychotherapist, and it was on self-esteem. You know about self-esteem?
Yeah.
What do you know about self-esteem?
Well, it's basically the way you view yourself.
100%. Self-esteem, right?
It's like confidence, except a bit different.
Like confidence, except a bit different. Okay. So what if you have low self-esteem? What does that mean?
Then you don't really believe in yourself.
Okay. And what happens if you have high self-esteem?
Then you do believe in yourself.
So what is believing in yourself? What does that mean? How does that, in the real world, how does it play out? For example, give me a physical action.
Well, if someone like dared you to do something and you had low self-esteem, then maybe in your head you're thinking like you can't do this, or like you're scared. But if you have high self-esteem, then you think I can do this, and
okay.
But I won't know if I don't try. So.
Alright, so what if it was something crazy? Like they said, okay, we need to run up and climb up the pylon and go and get the kite that's been caught on the overhead electricity pylon. Go up there, go on, you're a chicken. If you got low self-esteem, what would you do? And you got high self-esteem, because that's slightly different now.
Well, you'd probably just not do it either way.
That's right, it's not a smart thing to do.
Exactly, they can get their own kite.
Right, okay. So self-esteem, this workshop, the psychotherapist said to me, self-esteem, she said, was the number one factor affecting mental health. That's what she said, well-being. And I said to her, okay, so can I take some of your ideas and develop them and put a more cultural specific slant on them? She said, by all means, because this is a white lady speaking, and so I had my own personal baggage. You know, because I'm thinking, what can a white lady tell me about self-esteem? But then obviously knowledge and truth, it has no colour, it has no gender, it has no class, it just is. So that's a lesson that I learned. And I went away and I thought, you know what, Black History Month is coming up. And one of the things I always clocked about Black History Month was they always taught some really low grade stuff for Black history. And I thought there has to be a way to improve this. Who's the father of Black History Month, sir? Carter G. Woodson, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just checking on you. Yeah? So Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black History Month, born 1875, died 1950, the only person of slave parentage to get a PhD from where? Harvard, that's right. Got his PhD from Harvard, yeah? Only person, the second black man to get his PhD. The first was Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois. But come Black History Month, we never, ever, ever, ever talk about Carter G. Woodson. Never mention him. And his greatest offering, apart from Black History Month, was his book called The Miseducation of the Negro. What's up?
I was going to say, I know that book.
I can see you twitching. What do you want to say about that book?
Nothing really.
Nothing really, okay. But
I just know it.
You just know it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah? And in that book is basically the blueprint for our survival. And this book is 90 years old. And what Carter G. Woodson wrote in 1933 is more applicable today than what it was when he wrote the book. And he says, when you control a person's thinking, you don't have to worry about their actions. You don't have to tend to stand here or to go yonder. You don't have to tend to go through the back door. In fact, if there is no back door, he will make one for his own special benefit. Why? Because his education makes it necessary. So he's basically saying that we are a product of miseducation. And that's where it all stems from. Yeah? We're not taught to appreciate ourselves. And if we don't have that, as the young man said, that self-esteem, that feel-good factor about ourselves, then we're in trouble. And you can see it in our society right now, where we're spending £900, £1,000 on a pair of trainers. That's low self-esteem. Not saying that you can't spend money on your bling. I'm saying that if you're living in a council flat and you wearing £1,000 kicks, then brother, you got your priorities, as the white man says, arse over tit. Yeah? You gotta get it straight. You gotta keep it real straight. What are you laughing at? What are you Yeah? Is that cool?
That's cool.
Is that cool? So Black History Month, Black History as a therapeutic practice, here's the soundbite version, is a 5,000 year journey across time and space. We go from the hood and we take it right back to the pyramid builders and the original architects of this planet. And at no point in that journey do we ever talk about slavery, and at no point in that journey do we ever talk about racism. It's about feeling good about your history. Because when you teach black people about slavery, what does it do, brother? How do you feel when they study slavery?
Bad.
You feel bad?
Yeah.
How you feel, brother? How you feel?
Disempowered.
Yeah. How you feel, God? They're showing you some black man in chains who didn't do anything apart from get whipped. How do you feel when you see that?
I'm not really sure how to describe it.
Well, just let the words come out.
Maybe disheartened.
Disheartened. Ooh, disheartened. Yeah, and that's what it's designed to do. Whereas Carter G. Woodson came up with the idea to empower you and prepare you to take positions at the table of humanity as an equal player who has a history and a culture. That's Carter G, man, and that's where we're coming from. Yeah? Each one teach one, but first we got to reach each and every one. Peace.